welcome back to my channel, Peace Jones. Don't forget to like this video, to comment on this video, and to subscribe to this channel. Yes, you've got it. All right, you guys. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about something that would fall under my dating segment, okay? If you are new, I cover 3 main topics. Number 1 being travel with an emphasis on solo travel. Number 2 being dating. And number 3 being healing. I have a segment called Heal With Me. Because after all of us have something to heal from, whether it's childhood traumas, generational curses, relationship trauma, or just things that we've experienced and had to deal with in this crazy lifetime, okay? So I'm all about inspiring, motivating, and just pushing people to evolve and become their best self, all right? Now, let's get into it. As I said, this will fall under my category, The Dating Chronicles, which is my dating topic, okay? So today I just wanted to make this brief. It's not going to be a really long video, but I just wanted to talk about something because I feel like, granted, dating is just so complex and literally it's different for every single person. But I think that there is one main thing right now that's really causing everyone to have an issue with dating. And when I say everyone, I mean older people. I mean younger people. I mean divorced people that are back on the market. I mean Asian people. I mean white people. I mean Hispanic people. I mean black people. I mean educated people. I mean uneducated people. I mean rich people. I mean poor people. You guys get the point, right? So 2 things that I wanted to bring up that sparked this thought in my head, right? And then I'll tell you guys what I think the issue is. So a while back, you guys, I went to Miami. It was actually earlier this year in February, right? Another solo trip, went to ease my mind. And I ended up running into a waiter who happened to be a gay Caucasian male. And so he was just so impressed by the fact that I had come out to Miami by myself. Then I went on to tell him, like, I'm a solo traveler. This is what I do. And so he's like, yeah, like, that's so awesome. You know, you're so confident. This is so amazing. I wish that I could do this. Then he went on to tell me about how, you know, the last vacation he took, he was on a vacation. They took a cruise together, how that didn't work out. They ended up breaking up, and now he's back on the dating market, back on the scene trying to find someone. And so we get on that topic, and he's like, yeah, like, it's so hard for me, you know, I'm a little bit older and I just feel like this and that. And he's like, well, it's probably easy for you. And I go, no, it's not easy for anyone, you know? And he's like, you know what? You're so right. It's not easy for anyone, because I talk to other people all the time and they tell me the same thing. And it really isn't easy for anyone. You know what I mean? It's crazy because I think a lot of people assume that if you're beautiful, dating's easy, or if you're handsome, dating's easy, or if you have money, dating's easy, or even if you live in a certain area, you know, dating's easy. And I just want to let people know that that's so untrue. That's such a myth. Literally every different market in the dating field right now is having issues. So the other thing I wanted to talk about, and like I said, then I'll get down to my opinion on the number 1 issue that is causing everyone to have issues dating. So the next thing I wanted to touch on is this Instagram page. It's called Washingtonian Probs, or maybe it's actually spelled out Washingtonian Problems. But either way, that's what it stands for. And it's basically this really funny Instagram page. I think they also have a Twitter page, and they just allow people who live in Washington to, you know, post funny things that happen on the metro, rats running around, crazy events, funny things that happen at brunch, just things that you see and hear and experience in DC. And so this one girl made this reel and she shared it to the page, and she was an attractive, younger black female. I'm going to say she was probably definitely in her early to mid 20s. And so basically the reel is her, like, talking about her dating life and talking about how it's just hell. The dating pool is horrible. You know, you go on this one date, you think you found this great man. Next thing you know, it's some crazy wild story like he's actually married, or he's, you know, psycho, or he's like it just crazy things, right? You guys know. So someone was in the comments, a guy who was basically saying like, people need to stop saying this. Dating's only hard if you're unattractive. If you're attractive, he actually said, if you're hot, then dating is easy because you get so many different options and it's actually really fun. And you know, it's not a problem for people that are attractive. So people need to stop spewing this whole horrible dating in DC thing when it's really not. And so someone commented and was like, well, I don't think that's the issue that she's making. I think, or the point that she's making, I think what she's saying is dating is difficult because nothing sticks. Dating is difficult because even if you have a date set up every weekend with a different guy, they be gone the next month. Dating is difficult because you could spend literally 3 months getting to know someone, meet their family, go on a little road trip, spend the night at their house, and then they're gone. That's why dating's hard. It's not because you can't get or find someone to go on a date with. And that right there brings me to my personal opinion on why I think dating is super difficult right now. And when I say this, I am not just talking about the DC metropolitan area. I am not just talking about the DMV, which is DC, Maryland, and Virginia. I'm not just talking about the East Coast. I'm talking about everywhere, okay? And I'm talking about every population, okay? Like, it's not just based on one race. It's not based on one age demographic. Like, everyone is having issues. I actually have a neighbor that's an older woman. She even came to me one day and was like, yeah, like I was dating this guy and then come to find out like he was living a second life, blah, blah, blah. And she's like in her mid-60s. We all out here, like, it's affecting everyone, okay? So now let's get down to it, all right? My opinion on why dating is most difficult today, aside from all the other things that play a part, is that nothing is sticking and people are very, very temporary. Now, why is that? I believe it's because people assume that they can find something better, right? So people, even if they have a great option right in front of them, right? Like this person could be very, very attractive, very successful, very kind. You know, they share a lot of the same beliefs. They enjoy doing a lot of the same things. I mean, really, what you would think would be a match made in heaven, right? It couldn't get much better unless you happen to find someone more attractive, or you happen to find someone with more chiseled abs, or you happen to find someone who has a better connection with their mother or whatever, right? Just something that, is it really going to make that big of a difference? No. But it seems as if people are very temporary because they're always looking for that little inch better, right? Like I said, you look at everything you want, you line it up with the person, and literally they're damn near perfect, right? But that little inch, people are actually choosing to leave that person to go find what they want in another person. And the thing about that is, ain't nobody perfect out here, okay? Like, we literally are humans. And my personal thought process with it is, I know a lot of people are always like, don't settle, don't settle, don't settle. You don't want to settle because you'll be married to this person forever and you don't want to be miserable. Don't settle because you're worth this and that. Don't settle, don't settle. We hear that all our lives. But I think we need to be more aware of, like, when we find something really, really good, and we ruin it because we're looking for something even better, right? Because like I said, if you find someone that you assume to be better, right? Maybe by physical appearance, maybe by, I don't know, more things that you guys have in common, whatever it may be, there may be other portions of that person's lifestyle or character or whatever that are lacking, right? So you really have to pay attention to that. If you find someone that you know, for the most part, is very, very wholesome, a really good person, really good character, you really learned this person, you've seen them, you've watched them, and they pretty much add up to what you would want in a significant other, I don't think it's smart to leave that to go hope that you find someone with just as good character, or hope that you find someone with just as good morals or mindset or drive or whatever it may be. I just don't think that's smart. You know what I mean? It's kind of like gambling, right? Like, they always say when you get greedy gambling, that's when you lose everything. And that's how I look at dating, you know, like, don't settle, of course. If this guy has only 50% of what you're looking for, of course, you know, move on and go find what you really want. But if this guy has like 93% of what you're looking for and you're like, nah, after 5 months of getting to know you with absolutely no red flags and nothing going on, I'm just going to jump out there and go try and find this guy with 100%. I just don't think that's smart. And vice versa with men and women. You know, I see it happen all the time. I've seen it happen when I was dating. And you know, the crazy thing about it is people will quickly realize that whatever they were looking for outside of you maybe doesn't exist or isn't as easy to find. And they will quickly turn right back around and hit you up, call you up, start liking all your photos, reaching out. And it's like, at that point, it makes you kind of wonder, like, well, is this someone that I could really sustain a relationship with if you're going to see something you like better or constantly be on the hunt for something better and then just jump at every opportunity, right? I think we really, as people, need to like learn to be happy with what we have and appreciate what we have, be grateful for what we have, and not always assume that there's something better. You know that saying, the grass ain't always greener on the other side, okay? So if you are watching this and you are dating and maybe you are this person or you've experienced it, I just really encourage you to consider not being so ready to look for something better and look at what you have and really ask yourself, you know, could I deal with this? This person really does seem to be a good match for me. Could I deal with this, right? Rather than creating all of these temporary, very quick, very superficial bonds with people just to break them and then possibly have to come back, right? Temporary people, whether it be a relationship or a friendship, just don't sit well with me. I'm the type of person, I like people that I love to be in my life for a very long time. And that's why, you guys, in my last video, I think it was, I talk about how or maybe it's not up yet, but anyway, I've talked about in one of my videos how it's hard for me to let go sometimes, because once you're in my life and I truly love and care about you, like, I want to make that relationship work. However, you know, now I've learned, grown, and healed, and realized that sometimes people are in your life for a reason, sometimes people are in your life for a season. But I say all of this to say that I don't like temporary bonds. Do not come close to me, try and learn me, pick me apart, want to be in my personal space, and then just dip because you feel like there's something better out there or whatever. By all means, go after what you want, get what you want. If I'm not it, that's cool. But do not come into my life, take up my time, get to know me, and kind of like, I feel like it's a way of using people too. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think people should be really, really considerate and aware of how they're dating and how it can affect others and their chances of finding the right one, right? Like, if you're just hopping around, eventually I feel like all of your options are gonna be married or settled down or in these relationships while you're still hopping around, and you ain't gonna be able to find nothing because you're so picky and you're so temporary with your connections. So yes, you guys let me know down below. First of all, let me know what city or state you're in, and then let me know if you guys have this issue, if you have experienced it, if your friends have told you about it, if you've noticed it. Let me know if you guys also have noticed that people are very temporary and that people are always looking for something better when dating. And then also comment below and let me know what you think is the number one issue with dating today, because this is just my opinion. I think that a lot of things are centered around this. And obviously, like I said, there's so much that goes into dating. That's why I try not to compare my experiences to others or push my thoughts on others, because literally everyone is looking for something different. Everyone's life is different. Everyone's experiences are different. But overall, I do feel like this is at the core of many issues, and that's what other things branch off from. I think ghosting happens because of this. I think that a lot of heartbreak happens because of this. I think that a lot of playing with people's feelings happens because of this. I think a lot of using people happens because of this. I think a lot of unhappy people happen because of this. A lot of horrible relationships happen because of this, because imagine you leave someone really good, you go to get with someone who you thought was better. Why? Because he looks better and he has more money, or she looks better and she has a better body. You get with this next person, you're miserable, but you can't go back because you don't want to ruin your image. You don't want to look dumb. You still want this trophy next to you. You have to put on this facade for social media, right? And so people get stuck in these relationships or marriages with this new person that they thought was better. And in actuality, they're not even happy, okay? So I know that was a mouthful, but you guys, please comment below. I would love your feedback. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Peace.